Another presentation. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. And for Houston, Dylan Brooks out there with Tari Eason. And it's Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the two-guard spot. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game. DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Green passes to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Reid with a screen on Green. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And Green slams it in.
Jalen Green has some serious hops. Yes, he does.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Minnesota on D, following the basket by Jalen Green.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Reid with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reid. Green against DiVincenzo. Here's the floater. Here's Reid. Eason grabs the board. For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Green against DiVincenzo. Green in the post. Minnesota with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now DiVincenzo. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
DiVincenzo showing a lot of heart and strength taking the foul and still getting the shot to go.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
From downtown, score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Brooks with a screen on McDaniel. Green kicks to Brooks. Off the run, and it's good on the way in.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Reid with a screen on Green. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Randle outside. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Making the save. McDaniel secures the rock and gets the second chance look.
Green taking his time here. It's stolen by Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Sinks the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Thompson. Minnesota with the rebound. Now here's Edwards. He has yet to score. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. And Reed has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Handle from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Eason. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Handle no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Eason. Pass to Şengün. Brooks with it. Dante DiVincenzo. He's been the guy making things happen for the minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Yep, that one goes in there.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 13 points in the game. Over Green.
Well, it's Green's effort that makes him effective as a defender in addition to his athleticism, but usually he just simply outworks folks.
Brooks finds Green. Back to Brooks. Knocks it loose. Here's Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Right, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Handle outside.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the teardrop. Good D by Thompson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Reed throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now, here's Thompson. Here he goes. Poked away.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
The Rockets shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And here is Green after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Brooks against Edwards. Eason, a screen on Edwards. Brooks. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 9. Back to Green. Makes it off the glass. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went second overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Jabari Smith is out there with Adams. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Gobert, the screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Whitmore defending. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. They get it back. Gobert finds Alexander Walker. Miller with a screen on Smith. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Smith the pass to Adams.
Minnesota foul. Mana. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's VanVleet. Not a lot of room.
Mana. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Smith sets the pick for VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. Minot pulls it in.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
With some arc, and that's 2 points on the layup. Minot's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Pass to Minot. With the floater, and he lays it up and in. Minot's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Nice shot by Smith.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Whitmore.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Nifty move. Smith outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And he drives in. Shot's good by Shannon. Shannon's got 5 points now this quarter.
It all started with the pass, and that's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Outside, Green. Down low. Adams' shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Whitmore, defended by Alexander Walker. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And it's good off the back rim and in. Smith's got 7 points in the game. Now, Alexander Walker. Nothing on the board. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet finds Whitmore. There's 37 seconds left in the third. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Shannon. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
From deep three-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Green's such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Inside, And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Green against DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Now here's Green. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive by Houston. Tries again. Şengün with the bucket.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Randle a screen on Green. Driving inside. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Green. From the top of the key. Again, the miss by Green.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Edwards kicks to Randle. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Brooks. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Pass to Eason. Fires the 3. They get it again. Out to Thompson for 3. It's stolen by Randle. To the hoop, and Randle throws it down.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randle from most other power forwards.
Eason against Randle. Pass to Brooks. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 4. Free throw line jump shot. Another miss by Houston. Minnesota leading by 12. Reed with a screen on Green. Reed in the post. Working on Green. That one goes in.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Minnesota.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
Now here's Randle. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards with it. Picked up by Thompson. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That's good from Randle on the assist from Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. Screen by Şengün. And the wide open shot from Green. Out to Thompson. Brooks from outside. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Off the mark. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Stevens in at the 3. Edey, that's good.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
Oh, B.A., he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard. Making things happen amongst those trees. Green, he's pretty relentless.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. PA?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Bane. Jackson with a screen on Green. Bane, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Out to Thompson. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Şengün finds Green. That one goes in. Green's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. Sweet little floater.
Shows great imagination offensively. Morant, so many tricks up his sleeve.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside, Green. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And that one's good. Green.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
2 minutes remaining.
Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Here's Green. They trail by 3. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the basket by Bane.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Green for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Stevens. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
1:03 left to play in the first. To the inside, Thompson. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Payne. Rockets with a rebound. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Green for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Thompson against Bane. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Morant. The three is up. Rebounded by Green. Inside, tipped, and stolen by Bane. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edie, and it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites.
The skill, the grace, Morant.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. There's the drive. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Morant. Morant, strong finish at the rim.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Here's Green. And it's Green punching it home.
Let me tell you this. If you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A., injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Left side, Morant. From downtown, it's hauled in by Houston. Here's Thompson. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading by 7. Thompson with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Oh, Morant with the block.
Bringing it on D. Morant with the swat.
It's Jackson, high post, working on Şengün. And again, Memphis no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Oh, he packs it down right over Jaren Jackson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Up top, Morant, defended by Thompson. And then Morant with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Driving to the basket. It's tipped. Here we go. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 5. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Moran against Thompson. Kicks it out to Bain. Pass to Stevens. Back to Bain. 5 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Green. They get the rebound. Outside Bain. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they get it back. On the wing, Thompson. 12 seconds left in the first half. Morant with it. Takes a 3. That shot off. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Steven Adams, Jeff Green out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Aaron Holiday, and it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Memphis leading by 3. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
That's good from Holiday on the assist by Whitmore.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Clark with the screen. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the technical free throw is good. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Jackson with a screen on Holiday. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Huff off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Whitmore. And he jams it home with authority.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Holiday against Kennard. There's a screen. Pass to Huff. All alone. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Holiday surveying the floor. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
Yeah, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Tough, good.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Holiday. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
There's a screen. Kennard passes to Huff. From deep. Smith with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
4-3. Tries again. Here's Adams. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
Kennard against Holiday. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Kennard. Memphis leading by 5. Pass to Jackson. There's a minute 12 left in the third. Off target from outside. The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 in the third. To the middle. Here's Adams. And he converts the layup. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Kennard outside. Pass to Clark. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Rockets trail by 5. Smith with a screen on Williams. Whitmore goes in. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Whitmore's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Kennard against Holiday. Kennard outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. Now Green. Pass to Holiday for the tie. Can't get the three to fall. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Memphis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Williams, Brandon Clark out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Adams with a screen on Clark. For 3, Smith nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Kennard. And stolen by Green. Pass to Whitmore. Down low. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Vince Williams. And Houston will go for a different look here. Eason's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Jalen Green subbed in for Holiday. They set the pick. Ja slices through. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Sengun checked in for the Rockets.
Second team foul. For your Rockets.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Here's Green. Outside for Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Sengun. Moran against Brooks. Another shot. Oh, Green with a strong take.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around him.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Edey. Kicks it out to Jackson. They set a pick. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. And now a three-point Grizzly lead.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Here's Green. Memphis with a rebound. Stevens has got 5 rebounds tonight. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
From deep, Morant. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Memphis with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Dane against Green. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson with a screen on Easton. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Bane. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, powered down with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And it's Green missing.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Bane. Out to the wing. Here's Stevens. Sinks it from distance. Stevens has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Grizzlies.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Morant against Thompson. Puts up a 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey.
Houston ball.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Thompson with a screen. Here's Green. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And so it's Memphis winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road. And thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Stevens in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And Morant mows it down.
How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Reid. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Reid with a screen for Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lock it 2. Reid gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Morant. From outside the arc. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Edey can't hit. Outside Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
McDaniels against Morant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Puts the move on. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Morant with the steal. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man service. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Reid. No one near Randle as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Edey, guarded by Reid. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And rejection by McDaniels. Morant against Edwards. Reid with a screen for Edwards. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant against McDaniel. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Edwards.
Grizzlies foul. Shooting. First personal foul. First team foul.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. 4 seconds left. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Edwards drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's McDaniels, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. But and if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Reed finds Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Edie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards looking it over.
Memphis foul. Shooting. Second personal foul. First team foul.
To DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Bain. Reed in the post. Guarded by Bain. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Morant right side. Lets a floater go. Minnesota with the rebound. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to McDaniels. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Poked loose. DiVincenzo against Morant. Memphis the rebound. Here's Steffens. Edwards defending. A floater, and with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Stevens. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Morant. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And finished off by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Outside for Randall. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound. McDaniels gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Reed with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Clark is out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Out of hand on it. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Pass to Minot. Here's Shannon.
That is incredible.
And he jams it with authority.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Huff, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot's good by Shannon. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Kennard up top. 5 points in the game. The layup missed. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to Minot. This one for 3. Rebound by Williams. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Outside Williams. He tries for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Shannon. Kennard covering. Takes the 13-footer. Shannon, no good.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Jackson with it. Still without a basket. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Shannon. They lead by 1. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Minot. Kennard covering. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Huff with a tie. Knocked away. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The Timberwolves have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Shannon. 7 points in the game. Miller outside. Here's Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Kennard. Stolen away. And it's Memphis on the break. Can't get it to fall. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams passes to Huff, and he goes in for the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Shannon. And the 3 ball is good. Shannon's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Timberwolves. Now here's Williams. Kennard setting the pick for Williams. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. And we've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Clock at 6. Payne for 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Morant against McDaniel. Mario DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Left side, Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 9. To the left wing. Here's Stevens. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
For 3, Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Edey. Count that one.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Outside Edwards. Edwards at full speed. And Edwards with the stop.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And here's Morant. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Randall. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Shot clock at 3. No one Miro. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant against DiVincenzo. Outside, Payne. Count it, good. Payne's got it back down to single digits for Memphis. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's up a 3. Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Payne, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th.
And clearly, we will not even see a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Edwards with it. from deep three-point territory. And the miss. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they...
Jalen Green is out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Thompson. Green with a screen on Edwards. 5 on the clock. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Now here's McDaniels. Reid, a screen on Green. Outside Reid. Back to Daniels. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Houston. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Smart move with the ball by Green. He didn't like what the play got him, so he gives it away.
Randle, left side. The 3, DiVincenzo buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Edwards against Thompson. It's Şengün, high post. Ooh, poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Randle with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. McDaniels against Green. The 3, DiVincenzo. That one no good. To the paint. It's Eason with the jam.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Randle with the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Okay, Julius Randle, he excels using his athleticism to get to the rim off the drive.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Thompson passes to Green. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 4. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
McDaniels with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Back to Daniels. Reid, a screen on Green. Here's McDaniels. Oh, okay then. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now, here's Green. No points so far. Thompson outside. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. From about 16. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Rockets trail by 7, and they're on the break. Here's Şengün. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
So he gets them both. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards finds McDaniels. Fires the 3. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Brooks a screen on Edwards. Thompson goes in. And that one's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels, that's good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Thompson. Outside for Brooks. Thompson, a screen on DiVincenzo. Brooks outside. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A 3. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. They've got Dylan Brooks. Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Green in at the 1. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that will carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Back to Thompson. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
McDaniels from long range. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Edwards outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Yep, that one's good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Brooks comes with a double team. Back to DiVincenzo. Inside. The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Brooks finds Eason. And here's Thompson. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Edwards, the pass to Randle. Outside McDaniels. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Edwards on the attack in transition.
Guys, you get a look at how dynamic a force Edwards can be. Makes both the defensive play and then goes ahead and scores it himself.
Brooks comes with a double team. DiVincenzo on the wing. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game, and it's a completely new group for the Rockets.
Substitution on court.
1:10 left in the first half. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Back to Randall. Wide open. And another basket from Minnesota.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Randall against Smith. Pass to Holiday. That one drops for him. Holiday's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Puts it up off the inbound. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Houston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed, a screen on Holiday. Outside Reed, pass to Edwards. From the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And here's Adams. 3-pointer, Holiday. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Shannon in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And both free throws good for Green. The Timberwolves lead by 12. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Shannon. And it's all from 3-point range. And Houston is shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Smith passes to Adams. Smith against Miller. Let's go with a 3. Smith no good. Minnesota's gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. Offensive rebound. And Gobert flushes it home.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Smith outside. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside, Alexander Walker. Picked by Gobert. Knocks it loose. Pass to Shannon. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Miller against Smith. The three ball. He drops it from range. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Rockets trail by 15. Here's Shannon. Outside, Alexander Walker. Miller, a screen on Holiday. Right side, Alexander Walker. Pass to Shannon. Fires the three. Here's Gobert. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Gobert's got 6.
Well, you know the length of Rudy Gobert. He's virtually unstoppable in that restricted area.
Now here's Whitmore. He's guarded closely.
Timberwolves foul. Shannon. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Smith to the inside. Here's Adams. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And Adams no good on that one. Minnesota leading by 15. Down low. Here's Miller. Pass to Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Shannon. Kept alive by Minnesota. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall. Shannon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Left side, Green. Adams against Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Adams missing. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. To the wing, right side. Gobert with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's Shannon. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Pass to Adams. Back to Whitmore. Adams a screen. Left side, Whitmore. The 15-footer is good.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Here's Shannon. He's covered by Holiday. Miller, a screen on Holiday. Here's Shannon. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer! And so it's Minnesota sitting on. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Steven Adams out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Jeff Green. Then it's Aaron Holiday. And it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard position. Here's Edwards. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And but strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Throws it up high. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Pass to DiVincenzo. Plenty of space. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
The Timberwolves lead by 23. Pass to Edwards. Kept alive by Minnesota. McDaniels from long range. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Until they foul intentionally.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Reed, a screen on Green. Outside Reed. 4 on the clock. 4-3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Reed for 3. They get it again. It's stolen by Green. And they're running to stop the run. And Brooks with the layup. Brooks has got his first points in this one.
And just as tough as they come, Dylan Brooks battling for 2 points.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Randall, a screen on Green. McDaniels against Green. Outside Reed. From downtown. Eason pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And he lobs it up. And stolen by Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. Edwards looking for an opening. Knocked loose. Green against Reed. No good on the triple. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. To the paint. That's good from Eason on the assist by Brooks.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Reed for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Reed, a screen on Green. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Edwards against Green. Takes a 3. And Edwards, good for 3.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Randall pulls down the board. Edwards with it. Fires away from way outside. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Here's the starting group for Houston. Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Green. Then it's Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Count that one.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Ivo Sengun. Edey with the rebound. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant against Sengun. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by Sengun.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Stevens. The kick out to Bain. Pass to Edey. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. He told me that Sengun won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Brooks. Back to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Brooks. Another miss by Houston.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Green. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Morant against Thompson. And Morant throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Green. Grizzlies making the shot. Thompson outside. Pass to Brooks. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that'll tie this game up.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Jackson against Green. Here's Thompson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Morant looking around. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got 11.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's Thompson. High, arcing shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pass to Edey. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rockets trail by 5. Outside, Green. Out to Thompson. From the arc. And it's Thompson again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Pass to Jackson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He gets it up. That one misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Tari Eason. Thompson is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And then Morant slams it in.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Locked loose. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alper's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agreed. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Morant against Thompson. Here's Stephens. He has yet to score. Pass to Edey. Uncovered. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets trail by 7. To the wing right side. Eason gets a wide open look. And that one's off. And this is his first shot of the game. On the wing, Bane. And stolen by Eason. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Stephens, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. On defense, the Grizzlies to the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston, trailing by 10. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Green. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Here's Şengün. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morant against Thompson. For the 3. And it's Morant missing. Rockets trail by 10. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
so calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Rockets making the shot. Turnaround Jay. And again, Memphis no good. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The three-pointer no good. Memphis leading by 8. Jacks up a 3. Rockets with the rebound. To the paint.
Oh, showing off a little athleticism there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
Lets it go. And another miss by Memphis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thompson passes to Easton. Thompson outside to the middle. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Pass to Easton. Into the lane. And the dunk by Easton.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. Here's Stevens. Second shot opportunity. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Bane. Fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Williams is out there with Kennard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Huff in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside, Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Memphis leading. About 1 minute played here in the second half. That's a 2 from Kennard, and the jumper is good. Kennard's got his first points of the night. And for Houston, they're shooting for the game at 42%. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Jackson.
Great energy and activity on defense.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so here is Houston after Memphis gets the 3. Smith feeling it out a bit to end the run. It's hauled in by Huff. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the finish.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got 5.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Smith. After Memphis gets the three. Here's Adams. Out to Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
A new lineup here for Houston. Memphis leading by 17. Now, here's Kennard. 8 points for him. Pass to Huff. Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Huff's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Green. Clark with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Clark against Brooks. Clark right side. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Williams. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Clark kicks to Williams. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 20 to the right side. Here's Eason. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Bobbed up there for Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 8. Pass to Williams. From beyond the arc, Eason grabs the board. Here's Şengün. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Şengün for 3.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it was made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Brooks. And it's Green in at the point. Now, here's Şengün. Eason with it. Takes a 3. Jackson against Brooks. Thompson outside. From downtown, Stephens pulls it in. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Gets tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. 15 points from Amen Thompson. Morant against Thompson. Down low. And stolen by Şengün. It's tipped. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And blocked by Bain. Thompson against Morant. Launches it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Lets it go from deep. Shot by Eason, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. There's a screen. Now Bain. A three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Brooks outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. The drive by Bain. Off on the layup. Rockets trail by 11. Bain with their steal. Outside Jackson. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Stevens. And he's good on the three ball. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
Tipped away.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Thompson inside the line. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Left side Jackson. Puts up a three. On the wing, Jackson. Five to shoot. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Memphis.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And so here's Memphis. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Morant. Jackson a screen on Thompson. It's Morant with the drop.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Stevens in at the small forward position. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating. But when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Now here's Morant. 2 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Nails it from 3.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Edwards looking it over. Outside Reed from behind the arc. Stevens with a rebound. Here's Edey. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
McDaniels against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
Now here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater. Morant's gotten his second bucket.
Shows great imagination offensively. Morant, so many tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Payne against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key.
Yeah, smothering D right there. Just a tremendous job by Edwards forcing a difficult shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Edwards against Morant. Reed sets a screen. Takes the 3. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Reed. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
1:31 left in the first. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Morant against McDaniels. They set the screen. Morant, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Randle, a screen on Morant. Pass to Randle. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Jackson outside. And again, it's Memphis missing. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Morant.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards against Bain. Right side Edwards. Reed sets a screen. McDaniels from long range. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Randle outside. His first shot coming late. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
No hesitation from the big man, Randle. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. DiVincenzo on the wing. Drains the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep, Morant. Oh, a bomb from John.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
Here's Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to...
Oh, an impossible move. John Morant.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Outside Edwards. Outside Reed. Fires the 3. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Edey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Edwards cutting inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Morant surveying the floor. Out to the right wing. Pass to Stevens. 6 to shoot. Jackson the screen. The 15-footer. Morant no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, look at the concentration. Through contact, Edwards gets the shot off. Just a tremendous fight.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the night. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let them hit it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
McDaniels against Morant. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. From deep, Morant. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota leading by 9. Now Edwards. 21 points in the game. Reed sets a screen. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Looking to end the run. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Morant against McDaniels. Yes, sir! Ja can throw it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man?
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Edey missing. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. There's 10 seconds left in the second. No good with the triple. Right side Bain. Over Edwards. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Vince Williams, Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson, back to Williams. Kennard for 3. Can't hit that one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Get there.
Alexander Walker with it, working on Williams. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson surveying the D. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. Jackson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And it's good. 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Kennard outside. From deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Alexander Walker. He buries it from 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allen. Thank you.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Kennard, right side. Pass to Huff. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Minnesota leading by 16. With the drive, and he makes it on the layup. Shannon's got his second bucket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Back to Alexander Walker. 1:49 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Miller outside, fires from deep. Clark grabs the board.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And again, it's Memphis missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. To the middle. It's stolen. And he's going for the oop here. Kennard outside. And the three-pointer goes. Here's Shannon. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the triple. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Gobert's got his second basket.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Kennard with it. He's picked up by Miller. From outside the arc. Kennard can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 17. Here's Shannon. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pass to Huff. Launches it. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shannon.
I'm open right here.
That'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Steven Chin.
Oh! Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
Oh, great power driving to the bucket. Edwards gets it to fall. A fearless finisher.
Kennard for 3. Randle pulls down the board.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
DiVincenzo against Kennard. There's a screen. Pass to Huff. Lets the 3 fly. No good there.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
This one for three. Randall with some nice D.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Jade McDaniels picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. From deep, Morant finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Pass to Bane. Over Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jackson. Over Randall. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Edwards. Drops in the 3. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about the deep ball right there? Edwards looking comfortable for way outside the arc.
Here's Morant. McDaniels with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Morant against McDaniels. Morant, no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Edwards on the take, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
From deep, Bane. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the 3. And again, Memphis no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 35% so far in this one. And here's Morant outside, and he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Here's Edwards into the lane. Outside for Randall. Outside Edwards from deep 3-point range. The rebound by Jackson. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Stevens, guarded by Edwards. Reed with the rebound. Now here's Edwards. Fires from way outside. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.